What's next in the saga of the suspected Chinese spy balloon? Let's dive into it, shall we? The balloon is down. On Saturday, the U.S. military shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon off the coast of South Carolina after it had traveled across much of the U.S., capturing the attention of residents and the media alike. China said the balloon was a meteorological research vessel blown off course and expressed strong dissatisfaction and protest over the downing. Yeah, I don't know why they're so mad if it's just a weather balloon. Who even cares? It's a civilian one at that. Very kind of telling, isn't it? Now the U.S. military is left to literally pick up the pieces of the wreckage as diplomats and members of Congress express concern over the incident. Here's the latest. U.S. officials are working to investigate the balloon's wreckage. Top U.S. officials say they were able to learn about the Chinese surveillance balloon by tracking it across the country, and now they're hoping to learn even more by examining the pieces that remain after a fighter jet shot it out of the sky on Saturday. In a background briefing on Saturday, two U.S. defense officials said they were working with the FBI and counterintelligence authorities to recover as much debris from the balloon as possible, including whatever equipment was on board and any material of intelligence value. A senior defense official said the administration has had several days to investigate what the balloon was doing and how, as well as why China might have sent it in the first place. I wonder if that's why they waited so long to take it out. Not only just they wanted it over water for safety, but they just wanted to examine it. Interesting. We don't know exactly all the benefits that will derive, but we have learned technical things about the balloon and its surveillance capabilities, the senior defense official said. And I suspect if we are successful in recovering aspects of the debris, we will learn even more. Authorities said they may use uncrewed underwater vessels that can lift the structure up to the surface and place it on a salvage ship. Navy divers were also available. The debris splashed down in 47-foot deep water, making the recovery effort easier than had been originally expected. China has denied that the balloon was used for spying and instead said it was conducting weather research. Yeah. James Flanton, a University of Minnesota professor who works with NASA to teach students using high-altitude balloons, told NPR that it would be possible for a high-altitude balloon launched from China to reach the U.S., but added that China may not have had much control over its path at such high altitudes. I'm not saying they're telling the truth, Flanton said. I'm just saying that it's a plausible story. Okay, if it's plausible, okay, fair enough. Why are they so mad that they shot it down? I would have just not cared if I was them. I'd have been like, even if whether it was true or not, I would have just been like, no, I get it. We get it. You know, it's just a weather balloon. Who cares? But now they're like, no, our weather balloon. Why would they even care about a weather balloon getting shot down? It's a civilian one. I don't know. I don't get it. It just seems like a bad reaction. Diplomacy between the U.S. and China is again up in the air. Yeah, of course. The balloon's intrusion into the U.S. airspace scuttled a planned meeting of high-level officials from the U.S. and China, and it's unclear if or when the trip will be rescheduled. On Friday, as the balloon was floating some 60,000 feet above the mainland U.S., Secretary of State Anthony Blinken postponed a trip to China. Though I kind of get it. Like, some people are like, oh, you shouldn't have postponed it. We didn't know what that balloon was a few days ago, man. That could have had a nuke or something on it. He's just in China and a nuke goes off from China. It's like, oh, okay, and now I'm stuck here. Great. Nope, I wouldn't have went either. Though there's been speculation that China sent the balloon over North America on purpose, some doubt that the country was trying to provoke the U.S. and at that very moment, it was set to host the country's top diplomat. That's kind of what I was saying, but at the same time, man, this is a weird story. Maybe we'll find out that it wasn't a spot. Why would it be flying? I don't get it. And then there was like one in South America or something. Let's continue. China has an interest in inserting some more stability into their relationship. Dave Solman, Senior Director of China Global Hub at the Atlantic Council, told NPR's Weekend Edition. Solomon said China is hoping to repair its relationship with the U.S. as it struggles with some thorny domestic issues, such as its ongoing effort to stem the spread of COVID and invigorate the economy. With that backdrop, it would have been strange for China to intentionally sabotage Blinken's trip. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Someone suggested. I think they genuinely wanted this visit to go well, he added. I've been saying that the last few days. I don't really understand. But again, they might have wanted it canceled. I was saying that in my video earlier about how diplomacy's not going well between the U.S. and China. It's like maybe they didn't really actually want him to come, you know? But then again, they didn't know he would cancel the trip, though, at the same time. So, I don't know. Let's continue. Blinken said he will still Blinken said he was still prepared to visit Beijing as soon as conditions allow. But Solomon noted that China's annual legislative session is scheduled for March, and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is rumored to be traveling to Taiwan in April, which could further strain ties between the U.S. and China. The response from Congress has fallen along party lines. Republicans have criticized the Biden administration for not shooting down the balloon earlier before it was able to traverse several states and glide over sensitive military installations. So it's just flying over all these Is that right? How many? That's weird. Rep. Mike Turner of Ohio, the Republican chair of the House Intelligence Committee, told NBC's Meet the Press on Sunday that he believes China was attempting to gather intelligence on the U.S. military sites. Why now, though? Very interesting. If you look at the path and you put X is where all of our sensitive missile defense and nuclear weapon facilities are. I believe that they were trying to gain information of how to defeat the command and control of our nuclear weapon systems and our missile defense systems, Turner said. That's a crisis. Yeah, it's not a good look. Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, vice chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, said in an appearance on ABC's This Week that he thinks China was trying to embarrass the U.S. and flex its power on the world stage. Weird timing, though, right? I can see that, but weird timing, as we've been saying. This was deliberate. They did this on purpose, Rubio said. The message they were trying to send is what they believe internally, and that is that the United States is a once great superpower that's hollowed out, that's in decline. Well, come on, who can deny that's actually true? I don't think China's going to do any better. I don't think China can overtake the United States, how everyone thinks. I think it's pretty much a paper tiger. But compared to what the U.S. used to be, and it just keeps getting worse. You know, more regulation, more taxes. It's just, especially after the pandemic, it's just a mess now. So I can't blame them thinking that. But the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, Rep. Jim Himes of Connecticut, praised the Biden administration's handling of the aerial incident. For all the mouth-breathing nonsense and craven posturing, wow, that's nice of me to say, we've endured, this was handled with textbook competence, Himes tweeted. We watched this thing and its capabilities and then took it down where it was safe and maximally recoverable for counterintelligence purposes. Ours now. House Minority Leader Rep. Hakeem Jeffries thanked President Biden and the military for putting the safety of the American people first. Yeah, honest, I have like mixed, a lot of people, I don't really have an opinion on that part of it. People think it should have been shot down sooner or later. I don't know, it just seems there was pros and cons. I mean, they could have gotten all of these military secrets, which what are they, half the length of the satellites they have? But you'd think they'd be capable of finding all the imagery from satellites, but maybe they wanted to be closer for certain reasons that I am unaware of. But I don't really have an opinion on that because it seems like they gained some intelligence by waiting. It kept it safer, and now it's more recoverable. And it sounds like the Pentagon was advising it. What does Joe Biden know? I would probably listen to the Pentagon too. So, but I understand where other people are coming from. It's kind of scary that China could have just gotten all these military, based secrets or some data on them. So I don't know. But please tell me what you think. Do you think that we should have shot it down sooner? Do you think we should have waited like Joe Biden did? Or do you think we should have done something completely different? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, please give this video a like, subscribe to this channel for daily news updates, hit that notification bell, and share this video to help spread the news. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.